Broadcasting live from the mixed up world of Hyrule, this is the Link to the Past Randomizer Daily Race Series here on Speed Gaming 2. Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Bobtastic, and joining me today on commentary is Captain MD. Captain, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, Dr. Bobtastic. It has been a very nice week, and we're going to get to wrap it up with some Blitz mode for you here tonight, and that means quite a lot is already going on. As you can see, our trackers have already been put to work, and they've already basically highlighted half of the major items.
Yep, we got a whole lot of items. All day long, we got sword, we got flute, we got boots, we got mitts, we got pearl, we got lamp, all sorts of things. I don't know, is that an activated flute?
It is an activated flute. Furthermore,
Nice.
it is a 4/4 fast Ganon seed, so as soon as our runners collect all 4 crystals, they will be able to just go straight to Ganon on the pyramid, provided they can actually find a method to get over there that doesn't involve going through Aga 1.
Yeah. Most runners should be capable of doing so. What with the Skullwoods play being a possibility. But there is a massive amount of available dungeons here. I mean, we're going to be done in about 30 minutes.
We hope.
Maybe. We'll see. It's not guaranteed.
Yes. Tonight on Restream, by the way, we have Lana Bean, Akuhesh, Hitman 1382, and Dapper Worm Man showing their skills for you. But we've got a nice big fat house tonight with a whopping, checks notes, 11 runners.
Yeah, 11 runners for a Friday night race. Certainly not anything to sneeze at.
Also, what else was I going to say? So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how our runners start. We're probably going to see runners going in 2 or 3 different directions. I imagine we're going to get an immediate Light World map check, and if there's 3 pendants in the Light World, I will giggle.
Lol. Yeah, so yes, you need 4 crystals from some dungeons. And there are still 7 available, so you're not necessarily going to have to clear all the dungeons. It's very possible that some of these items that we're missing may not be necessary for our run here today.
Yeah, Flippers and Cane of Samaria, for me, are the 2 big ones that you might be able to miss out on. Rods, too.
Yeah, Rod's, bow?
Bow's a bit of a question mark. You probably want to at least have that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would want 2 bows, thank you very much, because, you know, Ganon is not fun without silver arrows, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, indeed. And with flute mitts already, another example of areas that runners could check right away is Mire Shed.
Yeah, Mire Shed available immediately. Watch it just have the medallion for Mire right there.
Under the mat.
Yep.
And it's vanilla ether.
Yeah. And of course, you couldn't actually beat Mire, but with the items you have here, you could easily check the vast majority of Mire.
Yeah, and there's still, of course,
still
keys.
Only 2 items in there.
Yeah, the keys and the dungeon items haven't been randomized, so it's still the usual dungeon layouts, for lack of a better term. We do appear to be waiting on 1 runner, but it looks like we will be starting in less than a minute regardless.
All right. So we'll be starting very soon, and I hope you're all ready for a bit of a blitz race.
Loving the sprite diversity. We've got 1 Zelda. We've got 1 Link in Sunny Side Up outfit. I don't know.
I believe the name of that is Vanilla Link.
That is fair, and I am all down.
Which is hilarious. Okay.
And I'm all for some vanilla ice cream with some chocolate syrup on a good day. I'm not sure about the other 2 sprites, though.
Well, one of them is Batman. And I believe the other one is Chrono from Chrono Trigger?
Oh, I couldn't tell if that was... I couldn't tell that was Batman's head on behind the mask there. Now I see it. All right, the race time room has kicked off, so we are ready to kick things off here. It'll catch up in just a few seconds. So personally, I'm expecting one runner to go, at least two runners to go straight to CAC, one to go straight to Eastern, and another to go straight for South Shore. That's just my personal starting route guess.
Could be a thing. I'm gonna say somebody goes for Meyer Shed for first thing, just because. That's what I would do, because I'm weird.
Not a bad option.
All right, so we got a piece of heart and a big 20 in the first couple of things. We have Lana Bean doing a flute immediately. Oh my goodness, is this? Oh, okay, 7. I thought it was 6.
Oh, and we got our map check initially. I did see Red Crystal Desert, and I missed Eastern and Hera, unfortunately.
I thought I saw a pendant over at Eastern, but I could be making that up. Maybe it was Hera. I know I saw a pendant.
I think I saw a pendant too, but I'm not 100% sure.
And we've got a bow in the bonk rocks here.
Okay. We had some money in the back of Escape too, so money, early money checks in Kakariko not a present issue.
So Lana Bean went for the dam, checked that real quick, and is going now directly over to Kakariko Village to check the various things here.
All right,
Issue with the well check is a lack of bombs.
You were saying?
Well, I mean, sometimes you get vanilla bombs.
But Dapper gave us another check and confirmed that there was a crystal at Eastern. The pendant, I think there is a pendant at Hera. I think I agree with you on that front.
All right, so there is a sword in Meyer Shed, which we saw Dapper Wormman go for. Very nice on that front.
Definitely not going to say no to a tempered sword. It just makes life 10 million times easier.
That is accurate. Now, Akuhish is taking that bow that he found in in Bonk Rocks, and is taking it directly to this Eastern Palace, while Lana Bean just found the mirror in Blindside. The mirror is, of course, one of the few items you don't start with that can really unlock a few things.
Indeed. And our tracker's confirming that there is a green pendant at Tower of Hera tonight. So 2 crystals in the light world, that is pretty solid. And with bow and tow, we can already get one of them. And for that matter, with mirror, we can get desert.
Well, there you go. You don't have to worry about boots locking or fire locking in desert. So that's a real interesting concept. I mean, looking like they were going for she was going for that normal way to get to the portal, and then was like, oh wait, mitts. Never mind.
We had a question from chat about why is there a green 20 in Thieves' Hideout. We'll get back to you on that. The remaining pendants are Swamp and Mire, with the other red crystal at Skull Woods. So we can just about do everything. Or get our 4 crystals, no problem. I think.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, you can definitely do Thieves Town.
Pod, you need the hammer, actually.
Yeah, you need the hammer for Pod. Honestly, well, you need some sort of fire source for Skull Woods. Well, you need the fire rod specifically for Skull Woods. You need either fire rod or bombos for ice.
Yeah, actually, I think we might be able to not do one. We're 1 crystal short from instant finish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because ice we can't finish, pod we can't finish, TR don't even think about it. Yeah, we need one more useful item. Flippers and hookshot would give us swamp. Actually, swamp is a pendant, never mind. We already have flippers anyway.
Wait, what?
No, we don't have flippers anyway. For some reason, I thought flippers was a starting item.
No. We did get a mushroom picked up by a couple of our runners. I did not see where that happened, but good on our trackers for picking that particular thing up.
That was in the... I saw it too, but I never got a chance to comment on it. It was... It was either... Was it Bonk Rocks? It wasn't Bonk Rocks. Bonk Rocks had the bow.
Yeah, Bonk Rocks was the bow. Blind's Hideout, I guess. I mean, the mirror was in Blind's Hideout.
I'll get back to you on that.
Alright, so Lana Bean is taking care of Thieves Town here. Lana Bean is the one of our runners who has not picked up the bow from Bonk Rocks. So that is a slight issue on that front. But with that mirror, you know, you could do that north side check. Though I guess in a blitz mode, the north side checks are a little bit slow. You wouldn't necessarily want to do them.
Chat's saying Mushroom was in the Thieves' Hideout.
Oh, the Lost Woods Hideout.
Yeah, Lost Woods drop down.
Right. When I think Thieves' Hideout, I always think Blind's Hut. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
Alright. Desert Ledge having bombs, and Dapper Worm is just going to take this equipment and immediately go ahead and clear out Desert.
For some reason, the bot is having a little trouble updating who our runners are. But our runners, I believe, stream at the addresses of their names. So if you're interested in following them, you can do that. And generally, you know, most of these runners are pretty good. Pretty interesting to follow.
Alright, so looks like Akuhish drew first blood, getting the first crystal of the night, and is checking the back of Sahasra's closet to receive some more money. If anybody's wondering what the green 20s are, I believe they are supposed to be, for lack of a better term, replacements of some of the stuff we already have, like the mitts.
Yeah. Basically, they'll be the replacements for the... Oh, hello! Dapper Wormman finds the fire rod.
That's basically go mode.
Yeah, in Desert Palace, and that's, yeah, basically go mode.
So yeah, that's basically the ability to complete the 4th dungeon.
My guess is, if you're Dapper Wormman, you're gonna let that dungeon be Skull Woods. Seems a little faster than Ice.
Most likely. Not to mention Ice.
Unless you find the Cane of Samaria.
That is true. Samaria does make Ice a lot easier thanks to the Icebreaker glitch.
Alright, Lana Bean picking up the Thieves Town crystal and moving on. Just finding a heart piece in Sea House.
Not a whole lot going on in the village otherwise. We are looking, I think we saw another heart piece in the... Oh no, Dapper ran out of magic.
There's a magic pot just sitting right there, dude.
That's never happened before. Alright, we see one of our green rupees in the back of the brewery.
Alright, Lana is going for the blacksmith check here.
Alright, Akuhish is going to go through Thieves, get their second crystal.
Which, let's be entirely fair here, the blacksmith check is a Sphere 1 check in this mode. That's ridiculous.
There is.
I love it.
And yes, Chad points out the Ganon fight's going to be the real challenge with this equipment.
Oh yeah, you bet I would be checking things along the way to make it easier if I was running this.
Yeah, it does seem that Sphere 0 Desert is the place to be. Or Sphere 1 Desert, excuse me. Needed mirror to get to. To answer your question, Chad, Fire Rod is on right side Desert.
Mm-hmm. Right side Desert. well enough for everybody. All right, there is a crystal for Dapper Wormman, which is another crystal on the board. We got all of our runners now with one crystal. And oh dear, Lana has found the hammer.
And with hammer in tow, that gives Lana an alternative go mode via pod.
Mm-hmm. Well, problem is Lana hasn't found the bow yet, but...
Oh yeah, oops. A lot going on here, folks. Dapper hesitating for a second, but decides, yeah, I probably want that invincibility item.
Oh yeah, Kane O'Brien at this level, you know, if you're gonna be doing like super low health Ganon, I wouldn't be opposed to lag strats.
Alright, looks like Dapper Wormman's next stop is Eastern. Gonna pick up their second crystal there.
All right, we've got Lana heading for Hype Cave. What do we have? Ice Rod, Ether, Bombs, 10 Arrows, and Big 20. If this were a, say, an all dungeon seed, that would be a pretty good Hype Cave.
Oh yes, but Ice Rod's gonna be pretty useless. Hitman, on the other hand, is water walking through Zora area and has found Quake.
Though, to be honest, I would not be opposed personally to having Ice Rod for Desert Palace.
Certainly a good backup weapon against Lamolas. Oh, Akuhish took...
Oh, but they're going to have the Fire Rod, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so same weapon, and Fire Rod's a bit more reliable. But looks like Akuhish took a unintentional KO in Thieves Town.
Oof. It is, in fact, quite the oof.
I would actually not be surprised if our runners, especially if they manage to catch Hammer before Ganon, actually get the 2 items in Pyramid Fairy, because since Desert and Skull Woods are the red crystals, and they're both easily reachable.
That is a reasonable possibility, yeah.
Granted, Dapper's missing his hammer, and everybody else is missing their fire rods, but I can't imagine they're going to put off Desert for too long, given that it is an almost instantly clearable crystal, although it would appear that Akuhish has not picked up Mirror yet.
That is a little bit of a problem.
But Lana Bean, on the meantime, is going to get her Fire Rod, and ooh, Akuhish took a KO to Blind.
Oh my.
Yeah, Blind.
Yeah, low health on Blind, not particularly fun, and you got, especially if it's your second go at it.
Yeah, I think Akuhish is going to look for some more convenience items before continuing forward here.
All right, Fire Rod for Lana Bean, and we'll now head toward Landmo. Hitman picking up the mirror.
Alright, so it looks like runners are going to be at 6 hearts at the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if they get at least 2 or 3 more before Ganon, just to be sure that they don't die immediately to a Ganon hug.
Seems reasonable. I will let you know, and this is something that I proclaim with some degree of frequency on my stream or wherever it is I'm talking. Green mail sucks.
Oh no, I don't argue with you there. And that was what, 10 digs for a blue rupee? Not terrible, but not great either.
I mean, it's not... If that's not terrible, I don't know what qualifies as terrible, to be honest.
So that
well,
it was only
if
10
it was 30, if it was 30 digs for 5 rupees, yeah, I see what you're getting at.
Alright, Dapper Wormman having a little bit of trouble there with the red Igors, but no longer dealing with those.
And Lana dealing with Lanmo in short order. That is 2 crystals for Lana. And yeah, that... Well, okay, now Dapper Wormman is the second runner to get 2 crystals. So 2 runners with 2 crystals. Here we go.
I love the Batman icon for the map check. I just noticed on Hitman's Batman sprite. Very clever.
Nice.
I do love the custom sprites in ALTTP. I really do. I think my favorite run is Ori.
Ah, I see. Interestingly enough, Lana is heading back into Desert. Must have miscounted items, because there was a 20 rupees on the torch.
Right. Yep, just noticed that too.
It happens.
And now Dapper Wormman's going to clear out Thieves Town. Even less hearts than Akuhish currently has. Headman, in the meantime, is going to be retrieving his Fire Rod momentarily. It looks like Lana's going to go ahead and clear out Skull Woods, retrieve crystal number 4, and then is still missing the bow from Bonk Rock, so either needs to pick that up or find something else.
Yeah. So this will be crystal 3 for Lana. And looks like Lana's going directly for the boss here. Very nice confidence here. I mean, with the Tempered Sword, fighting the boss here is not a particularly difficult situation.
Oh, you know what else? Lana can do ice, fake flipper to Ice Palace. Not necessarily need to do the flippers. So yeah, Lana can finish up at this point.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Thank you, chat. Instant Skullwood's big key.
So Lana went for that check. I'm imagining just to sort of make things, hopefully find something better to work with here. Because I don't love the prospect of going into Ice Palace with this particular loadout.
Yeah, this is a little tough. The main thing that's tough to work with is the low hearts, but other than that, no hookshot would also make things a little easier, but we can get away without it. Alright, Hitman's retrieved his second crystal, and Akuhish is going to Village of Outcasts.
Alright, Moth, get off the spikes. We got business to take care of.
I think one more hit should do it.
Yep. Meanwhile, Dapper Wormman taking care of Blind. Getting a single arrow for Lana being there.
Alright, let's see how things go. Dapper's just retrieving crystal number 3 now from Blind.
Alright, Lana is fluting to 1. Interesting.
I am surprised at this because Hera is a
Wait.
pendant.
Is Lana going for Turtle Rock? No, she doesn't have Cane.
I was about to say, this would require some hovering if that were the case.
I was like, what?
I didn't see what was on top of Spectacle Rock, though. Inside's just more bombs.
Per piece, I think.
Okay. I'm confused. Yeah, I'm confused as to the reason for going to Hera.
Well, I think really what's happening is they're going over to Paradox Cave.
Well, at least that would be the case, given that Lana just got dead rocked.
Yeah. I think the plan here was to go raid Paradox Cave, see if you could get anything better before going to Ice. And this is the only way you have to get there right now. Oh, hello.
Like that. That seems like something.
Blue mail, yes, please. Can I has it? Can I has it? I want it.
Yeah, that's definitely going to make life a lot easier. Alright, money in Spiral Cave.
Meanwhile, Dapper Wormman is about to get crystal number 4 here.
Spike's being a little uncooperative back there. And Man's going to be retrieving his third in a second. Looks like Lana at least got a shield upgrade. I didn't see what the first Paradox Cave item was.
And Lana elected not to go for that mail upgrade, so... I mean, I'm not in charge of you.
No, she must be very confident going for this, so we'll see how this plays out. Oh no! Dapper just took a KO to Mothula.
Oof! That is quite the oof there for a Dapper Wormman, not gonna lie.
And it's definitely going to give Lana some time to catch up here.
Lana getting the shield eaten on purpose, my goodness.
You know what? I don't fault that.
I feel like terror has been with us all along.
Ah, goodness gracious. I'm always a sucker for comedy and stuff like this, though, so I can't not giggle.
Lana's not even checking the chest in the Pengator room there. Doesn't even care.
Nah, I think she is fully confident in being in go mode at this point. It's just gonna yeet right through to Cold Stare.
I wouldn't be surprised to see her go for, like, the Freezor chest or something like that.
Yeah, Dapper just got utterly mobbed by Gibdos.
Oof.
As Hitman has picked up crystal number 3, Akuhish is picking up his third as well. So we've got everybody at 3 crystals now. Sure, why not? We have a boomerang, might as well use it.
Sounds about right.
No hook shot, forced to improvise. Alright, so Dapper unfortunately doesn't have more than one shot with the fire rod here, so this is going to be a bit of a still tough Mothula fight.
Alright, Lana going into the Freezor room. Yeah, not even checking that chest either, and that was the only one I thought she might check.
Alright, Dapper gets his revenge on Mothula and takes crystal number 4 at 24 minutes and 17 seconds.
Well, there you go.
I would wager Dapper is going to now perform the water walk to the big pig.
Yeah, that's more than likely the case. The difference here between Lana and Dapper Wormman is that Lana has the hammer, and so can take a bit of a shortcut getting to the Ganon fight. So I don't know who's going to get there quicker.
Yes, that's a very good point. Hammer is another backup method into the rest of Dark World.
Yeah, Lana could easily mirror Flute to 5 and just go, you know?
All right, looks like Dapper in the meantime is getting set up. This actually is going to be a pretty close race. Hitman just got crystal number 4 as well. And it looks like Akuhish is not far behind here. Alright, Dapper Warman has successfully performed the water walk. I think they're both going to be arriving at Ganon pretty much at the same time.
I think Dapper's a little closer.
Oh, and Mothula claims yet another victim. Alright, both runners are equally matched in equipment. Let's see how this plays out.
Yep, if you touch Ganon in this particular setup, you will die.
So don't do it.
Oh, Lana's going for that 8th heart.
Alright, so far Dapper not having too much trouble on phase 2.
There's not really much difference between 7 and 8 hearts here. There would be a difference between 8 and 9.
And,
and Dapper goes down.
Oof.
All eyes on Lana here, trying to finish this off.
Ooh,
Lana getting a weird stop.
Hitman has successfully done the current bomb jump instead to get to this area. Very nicely done.
Oh, that is absolutely a thing you can do.
Well, hopefully the rest of you folks in chat are not bugged by Ganon's quote today.
And Lana has now put forth enough damage on the second phase of Ganon. Just needs to dodge these fire bats and get into phase 3. And once you're in phase 3, most runners will feel pretty safe.
Yeah, Dapper on the other hand is taking advantage of Cape in order to make life a little easier. And look, this is tight, folks. Dapper and Lana are on phase 3 both together.
Oh my goodness.
They're going to be doing Tempered Sword Silverless Ganon, but it is at least tempered.
Yeah. You have no bow, dingus.
Alright, Lana Bean successfully performing Torch Glitch.
Dingus has officially been called, that's all I'm saying.
The classic insult in A Link to the Past.
Hitman also now on the Ganon fight.
Akuhish still is now done with Skull Woods, has picked up his 4th crystal, and is now on his way to Ganon. So yeah, if all goes well, we should be done here in about 5 minutes for all 4 runners.
Oh no! Lana had that. Oh, so close.
Ouch.
Walks directly into Ganon. Oof.
But Dapper, on the other hand, gets the KO. Get your GGs in chat for Dapper Warman, assuming that there's no issues with this little 1x3 bridge here. Dapper Warman is going to be the first on Restream to cross the finish line. And indeed, he will do so and finish this race in first place on Restream, 2nd overall with an official race time GG time of 29:11. In first, we have Matt7898, who finished in 23:53.
No actual surprises there, because Matt is ridiculous. Just basically absurd.
And no doubts there. Hitman's almost done here too. It looks like, and has just found dealt the final blow.
Yep. So Hitman will finish this race shortly.
Considering Dapper's hiccups with blind earlier in the run, this is an excellent come-from-behind victory on Restream.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah.
And Hitman finishes second on Restream. That's going to be third overall with an official race time GG time of 30:02.
It does look like we are now joined by our Restream winner, Dapper Worm Man. How you doing?
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
GG,
Oh,
Dapper,
man.
Congratulations.
This was a heck of a race.
Wow. Go about there.
Can you say that again? We lost you for a split second.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, just. Sorry about that. Yeah, just interesting to have a 6-minute or so go mode and then spend a majority of the time actually just completing the 4 dungeons.
Yeah, you had a little bit of trouble with blind, but it was close between you and Lana, but Lana took a hit to Ganon, and you basically pulled ahead from there. In fact, she's just crossed the finish line. Third on Restream, fifth overall with a race time GG time of 31:12.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. Yeah, like we were saying, such a close race between you and Lana there at the end. And then, of course, also Hitman has joined us. And it looks like Lana will be joining us shortly as well.
GG's.
GG's, Hitman. Well played. So, we're also joined by Lana Bean. GG to you.
Yo.
GG to all.
So, amongst all of you, Lana, you were the only one who routed the dungeons differently. You elected, instead of doing Eastern, to do Ice Palace, instead of picking up the bow and bonk rocks.
Oh, well, that would have been way too easy and apparently logical. I don't know.
No, we credit your routing and execution on that, because you handled that very well. It's just unfortunate you took a KO again and right at the end.
Yeah, everyone needs a hug on occasion, even Ganon. I'm okay with that.
I just wanted to hug the fire pads.
There you go.
Yeah, I took a couple of hits on them too. Had one hard at the end.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
other thing is...
Oh, go ahead.
The other thing is, Lana was also the only one to find Hammer, which was in Cave 45.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I didn't even realize I was in Go mode for a bit until I was up on Death Mountain going, oh, Ice Palace. All right.
Ah, there you go. We were wondering what you were doing up there. We thought maybe you were just going to, like, Paradox Cave to hopefully grab some stuff that would make Ice Palace and Ganon not awful.
Unfortunately, Akuhish took a KO to Ganon and is just getting a quick fairy refill before taking another stab at it.
This is my first time playing this kind of seed, so it took me a minute to actually realize I was in Go mode with the hammer. Or Fire Rod, I guess? Yeah, Fire Rod put me in Go mode, I guess.
Fire Rod would have done it, although logically you still needed some way. Well, technically you had a logical way to East Dark World, and that involved Aga 1. Who wants to do that, though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the hammer gets you to East Dark World for sure.
That too.
But, you know, if you want to talk logic, Ice Palace was out of logic just because of the flippers. But that's beside the point. Yeah, there was a lot of, most of the progression was found very early by our runners, and it was really just down to the execution. That's the part of this randomizer that's, or this particular mode that's pretty interesting, is the execution is so... It's not forgiving because you have so few items and so few safety things available, you know? I would probably finish in an hour.
Bats? Sorry, Akuhish is down to 1 heart again.
My whole goal of this was just to do as many dungeons as I could as quickly as I could. And that's the only thing I thought to do. And then if I ran out of dungeons, then start checking more overworld.
It certainly worked out in your favor, getting Hammer and improvising with Ice Palace.
Yeah, apparently Bonk Rocks was an easy enough thing. I didn't even check. What did I not check? I didn't even start at Sank. I didn't even check that chest and head west. I just went straight to Kakariko from, the dam, I think?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Yeah, it didn't have anything special. It was just a big 20.
Yeah, it's one of the fun things about this mode is it offers a lot of different routing possibilities.
Also, for your part, Lana, shoutouts to actually giving one of the shield stealers a snack.
Thanks. I hate shields.
I was gonna say, did you get embodied with the spirit of terror or something?
Come again?
Just hate shields.
Fair enough. Yeah. Way back in the day, that was another runner who used to really hate shields and get them eaten on purpose.
Am I really the only one who goofed and did ice? Dang it.
Well, I mean, it's not technically a goof. It was probably the correct thing for you to do, given the way you went.
And actually, you were the first one to Ganon as a result of your routing.
I think Dapper Wormman was there a little bit closer, sooner. Just
Oh yeah, but only by a few seconds. It was super tight.
Dapper Wormman took a death, and then you were in the lead there, and then you had like 10 spins on Ganon and got hugged, and it was like, come on.
Yeah, that was my fault. I went up left instead of to the right. It's my bad. I take complete fault in that. Ganon was just coming in for a hug, and I just accepted it.
Oh, apparently, we're just now learning that the Silvers were in Swamp Palace.
Yeah, no one was going in there ever.
Nope. We don't even know where Flippers or Hookshot are.
Ganon only called me a goofus for not having the bow twice.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's
So,
funny. I don't know if he did that if you don't have the
The Dapper
bow.
Wormman, of course, you were the first one here to finish on Restream. And so, well done to you. What was there any sort of consideration thought to picking up a few more items before you went going, or you're just like, nah, I'm just gonna burn it as hard as I can?
I pretty much was only going to check anything that was on my way. I was hoping for a bottle or something, but the chances of it showing up were so small. I think the only thing I did was the back of Skullwoods after I took a death at Moth, hoping for like the half magic refill or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were surprised actually that nobody decided to do a pyramid fairy check right before Ganon, given that the red crystals were very convenient.
Oh,
If I
was
had
it you
the
that
hammer, I might have done that, but I did not have the hammer.
was it you that had to walk out of desert?
Yeah, I accidentally used my last bit of magic with the lamp and had
Well,
to
it looked like
veer
to
back
me,
the front.
and maybe I'm just blind, but it looked like to me that the magic on the upper right pot was still just sitting there, and you didn't actually pick it up.
Oh, that's really unfortunate if that's true. I'll have to go check
Admittedly,
that.
I wasn't looking, so I can't verify. In the meantime, though, Akuhish has just finished, crosses the 1x3 bridge with a official race time GG time of 38:11. That will be good for 7th place amongst the community racers tonight. And that concludes our races on the Restream.
GG, Akko.
Yeah,
GG.
very nicely done. Yeah, it's definitely, not only is it fast-paced and frenetic over here on the commentary and tracking side, but also, it's a very strong showing of skill from the runners who can finish this. To be honest, I probably would have, taken another 20 minutes just looking for stuff because I wouldn't feel comfortable doing the boss at this particular equipment set. But well done to all of you for just braving it out.
Indeed.
I was just happy to get a tempered sword.
I think
yeah.
everybody was happy to get a tempered sword.
That would not have been a fun fight. Master Sword, Silverless, no bottles, no half magic.
Yeah, Dapper and Hitman, you found the cape. Where was that again? Oh, although I think also, Dapper, you also found Berna in
Yeah, I
check
That
found
was check work area.
Cape was pretty early. I picked up Berna thinking invincibility item and not even realizing I had the cape, to be honest. But it was definitely before.
I don't remember where it was. I'm drawing a blank.
We've got Alkohish joining us in the SG2 Twitch chat. GG to you. Your thoughts on that Blitz mode seed?
Was it in fact a seed, though?
It was super quick. Like, once you got Fire Rod, that's pretty much GG. You got your first current jump. Congratulations, Alkohish. Yeah, Alkohish, you and Hitman both did the current jump. Lana, you fake flippered from ice. Dapper, you water walked from and you didn't even fake flipper. You just walked over there from 5 because you had hammer. Dapper,
yeah, I set up the water walk from Skullwoods. Yeah, that was basically why I did Skullwoods last. That's what I mean. I could have done Eastern last, but I wanted to be at the Skullwoods area when I was on my way to Ganon.
Yeah, the water walk from Skullwoods is a very, very nice trick to know for this particular mode, anyway. Because technically, this mode begins with East Dark World in Logic, but you don't want to go the way that's in Logic.
What's logic? Can you explain that to me?
It's this thing that the randomizer uses, but nobody else really cares about it.
Yeah, there is that.
Got you.
You know, unless you're some huge nerd that, you know, has a PhD in data science or some shenanigans. Anyway,
you just want to decipher how bad the seed really was.
Matt,
there is that.
2353 though. Shoutouts to Matt. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fast.
Matt is kind of absurd at this. It didn't really surprise me to see Matt finishing first. The time did surprise me a bit. A whole, several minutes ahead.
Yeah, I had, at least 2 or 3 minutes between Desert and Skullwoods, but even so, that would still be about 3 minutes behind Matt.
The Ganon hug took away maybe a second from me. Oh man. Oh well.
Yeah, between between you folks, it was a very, very tight race.
Yeah, just a couple of minutes separating the top 3 finishers here on Restream. And of course, Alkesh having a little bit of, some issues with some of the bosses. The Ganon fight gave him some trouble. The Blind fight gave him some trouble, if I recall correctly.
I think Blind and Moth gave everybody trouble.
I mean, that is what they do. That is sort of
fair.
their calling card.
Yeah. Lana, in the meantime, was just having a field day with Cold Stare.
Yeah, Cold Stare deserved it.
I agree. Cold Stare's a jerk face.
I was trying to avoid hugs because, 7 hearts or whatever, it had 8 hearts.
Yeah. I think, you got the one on the pyramid to take you to 8.
Right. I forgot about that. I didn't think that even would help me, and apparently Ganon's hug says no, 8 hearts doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, Ganon hugs do exactly 8 with. So if you'd had 8 coming in and saw the heart, that would have definitely actually been worth it to get the 9th heart. But going from 7 to 8 didn't really actually make any difference.
Or if I picked up the blue mail on Floating Island.
Yeah. If I had seen that, it would have been impossible to keep me from getting it. Man.
These seeds, though, these are fun. One decision could throw you off a little bit, but really, these seeds give you many options, it seems.
Oh, yes, and all of you took those options really well. I'm pretty sure you all kind of routed your end games a little bit differently. And Lana, especially in your case with you picking up hammer and going to ice, but everybody else, their first couple of dungeons were a little different. Like, not everybody got Fire Rod right away, but they did eventually get it, because Desert was an easy dungeon to clear and just pick that up along the way.
And the miscounting in Desert 2, going all the way back and getting that darn compass.
I wasn't going to mention it, but we did mention it when it happened.
Yeah, I figured. I'm gonna rewatch that because whoops.
Nah, happens to me all the time.
Well, my issue is that I was thinking of like what I'm gonna do next when my mind should have been like, oh, we're gonna go ice. No, my mind was like, okay, gotta find bows somewhere. Apparently not. So
Well,
that distracted me.
well, that is going to do it for all of our racing tonight. I hope everybody's having an excellent evening. Is there anything our runners here would like to say before we wrap it up again?
Thank you all for the restream and the tracking and the commentating. You guys are amazing as always. Thank you so much for what you do.
Yes, thank you.
Indeed, yes. Shoutouts to our 4 runners tonight, and we've got the bot in working order now. So shoutouts to our 4 runners, Lana Bean, Akuhish, Hitman 1382, and Dapper Warman for their amazing performance tonight. Definitely give all 4 of those folks a follow. We also want to thank our trackers, Maddie Walkherd and Robs, for their help pressing all the buttons, making sure everybody knows who has what. And shoutouts to as well, and a follow in order for my partner, Dr. Bobtastic. Thank you for letting me join you in the booth today.
Yeah, no problem. And thank you once again to Captain MD13. I'm assuming that MD is not a medical doctor situation.
It is not. I get that a lot.
This is also not a medical doctor, so do not ask us for medical advice. It will not work out very well. Just letting you all know.
Fair warning has been issued. If you're looking for more speed gaming action, we will be back tomorrow morning with the ALTTPR Open League Season 4. That is starting at 10 a.m. Eastern on Channel 3, I think. Yeah. We also have, if you're looking for some other action, we have the Metroid Fusion Randomizer and the Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer weekly race at 3 p.m. Take your pick. And some ALTTPR crowd control Saturday night at 7 p.m. So there's a lot going on tomorrow.
Sounds fun. All right, everybody. Once again, thank you all for watching. I will just say that I've been Dr. Bobtastic. I will see you all at a later occasion, and I will let Captain MD have the last word. Good night, everybody.
Not much else to say except thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you next mission. Wait, wrong game. Take care, folks. See you next time.